Okay, yeah, I think Asif, yes, guys, I have the pleasure of introducing you, Asif Shah, one of our CIP students. I think back in 2018, right, or 19, Asif,
2019, yes.
2019, he graduated from York University. He's from Bangalore, and Asif has been with us for quite some time. Asif and his friend Jeevan,
Yeah.
long Jeevan. Yes, I have to catch him hold of him sometime. So Asif, thank you very much. I know you're working, you have a busy schedule out there, but just a quick, review of your experience of your study, work, and live in Canada. So welcome and thank you very much again. So Asif, a bit of yourself. Can you introduce yourself and what are you doing now? And
Yeah.
yeah,
Hi everyone, I'm Shah Asif. I'm from basically Bangalore. I came to Canada in 2019 December for 2020 Jan intake. I studied at York University. So basically that was 1 year course, mainly into accounting certification. So once I completed the course, I had a job. While I was studying, I did get an internship into a CPA firm, and that's when after my studies got completed I got a job as a full-time accountant over there. And while I was working there, I worked there for maybe 6 to 8 months, and then I got another opportunity at Grant Thornton as a accountant over there. So I've been working with Grant Thornton since last 2.5 years for now. So before that, if I have to give a background, how I got in touch with CIP was through my friend Jeevan. So we both are from Bangalore, and from 2018 onwards, we were very desperate to come to Canada as a student. So we were trying our odds and we were trying to get in consultants, but we were not getting any clear clarity on what course, what college, or what university to select. And then we got in touch with CIP, and the one of the best advice what they gave me and Jeevan, because we both had done our masters and we had a good decent amount of work experience. So we were initially looking to apply for colleges, but when we got in touch with CIP, Gautham sir and Anil sir, they gave us a clarity saying that look for a university program instead of a college program, because you already have masters and you have a work experience. There's a high chance of a visa getting rejected. So that was a very good advice what we got, and we went ahead. And then later on, looking at our profiles, we got suggested that apply for York University, and there was this program called postgraduate certificate in accounting. And we went ahead with the help of CIP team. We applied and we got our offer letters. And again, because of some challenges, I couldn't enroll for the main intake, and I had to defer it for the next Jan intake, 2020 Jan intake. And due to some reasons, my visa process was getting delayed because I had not applied. I was again committed to my work back in Bangalore. And uh, I believe it was the month of November, where I was preparing for my visa application and stuff. Then I spoke to Anil sir in Hyderabad, and he gave me another great piece of advice, I think, which was a key turner for me. So he suggested me saying that because the time is very less, don't do the SDS application, go for the non SDS application, paper based. So that
those
was a
days,
bit,
big
yeah.
decision. It keeps on
Yeah.
changing. Yeah.
Yes, and I was surprised because SDS was more quick than non-SDS. So I questioned sir, asking sir, "Are you sure? Should I go for non-SDS?" Because non-SDS the processing time was more compared to SDS. But he was very confident. He was like, "Asif, I'm sure. Please go for non-SDS." And I blindly trusted him, and I went ahead on the non-SDS application. And you guys won't believe it, I applied my visa on November 21st 2019, and I had my passport stamped on 26th of November 2019. So that was like
Um,
6 days I got my visa. So that was one of the greatest moment of my life. If even today when I recall, I always in my prayers I always thank CIP team, Gautam sir and Anil sir, because that was a very key movement and that was a very crucial time for me. And once I had my visa, I had my other things to do. I had to serve my notice at my previous employer in Bangalore, and then I had to do a lot of many preparations, and then I came here. And I believe again, you there's a saying that you meet right people at right time. So opportunities come, you have to grab it. So I believe I was one of the luckiest one to do that, and I've always been grateful to Gautam sir, Anil sir, and his team for helping me throughout. And once I was here, again coming to Canada, new country, relocating here was a challenge. I was here in winters. Again, that was a big challenge for me, but my goal was very clear that if I have come here, I have to survive. There's no looking back. Again, it was my decision. Nobody forced me to come here or study here. It was my decision. So whether it's good or bad, it's my lookout that I have to accept it, and I've started living with that. A lot of challenges, a lot of difficult times, but things went on.
So what
We
were,
again had a
you know, yeah, what was the most uh, uh, challenging part of relocating here, especially, weather, winter, you mentioned, like how
yeah.
transit.
I think few of the challenging items were because back home we had all our luxury. We had a house, we had a vehicle, family, friends, everything. But here it was again all alone. Everything is on you. So that was one different thing what I found, and that helped me experience and understand how I would turn around in this situation. Helped me realize what type of individual I am in difficult situation, how I would come out. And after right within 2 months, the COVID started. So things were uncertain. We never knew what's going to happen. Like the entire world was suffering, even we were here. But I think it's COVID, especially for me and people who were studying with me. It was like a blessing in disguise, mainly because the classes went online, so we had a comfort of taking classes from our home. And also I remember when the COVID was there, so we had a relaxation on the working hours for the international students whoever were
Yes,
in front line, so they could work more than 20 hours. So that was again a blessing because we were at home, we could do our studies, we could do our assignments at a given time, and the rest of the time we were able to work full time, do as much as hours we can, and that was a good thing. Slowly, since things started recovering, the lockdown was lifted. Things were working out in our favor. So I would say the COVID, especially for when I was there, it was like a blessing in disguise. And then
how
again,
was your job opportunities, Asif? Like, COVID, it was so difficult. How did you, like, with the job, where did you get your job before the COVID, or you
yes,
got your job after the COVID?
through networking again, when I initially started my course, I started networking with my known people here on LinkedIn and everything. So with their help, I did get a internship as an accountant intern in a CPA firm. So that was again helpful for me. So I was working there in COVID. They temporarily paused my hours, and then again because the demand increased for accountants, mainly because of the benefits what the government was giving. So the role of accountant was very crucial. So they rehired me, and that's where my journey started again. And I got absorbed as full time once I completed my studies in September.
That's good. So what is your CRS code now, Asif?
So I got my PR, sir. I got
Oh,
my
you got your
PR.
PR. Yeah, congratulations. When did you
Yeah,
get your
thank you.
PR? I missed that.
I got beginning of this year, 2023 Jan. I got my PR. I
Oh,
got the
that.
draw last year, 2022 September.
Uh-huh.
I was my score was 511.
Oh, yes, yes, that's
Yeah,
definitely it. You should. Yeah, congratulations. Such a
yeah.
pleasure to meet all
Thank,
our students who
thank.
successfully started with the Canada Dream, studied,
Yes,
and gradually he transited and now a permanent residence of Canada.
yeah.
And very proud of you. And
Thanks, sir. That's
I hope
really
we can
you
also
guys
settle
have really
down.
been helpful. I'm telling you, like if I wouldn't have taken those advices, one was going for a university instead of college. That was one of the great advice what I had got. I don't know if I would have opted for a college level course. I'm sure my visa would have got rejected. I've seen other people who were in my same scenario, their visa got rejected, but I went ahead and applied for a university level, and my visa got approved within like 5 days. That was like a record breaking time for me. And again, the other option was coming here, living here, and making my life here. So these are the opportunities what I got, and I didn't hesitate to take it. So I tell all the future students or whoever they are, if there's something which is coming your way, uh, I know it's quite difficult, it's challenging, but again, end of the day, things will fall in place, and the life goes on from there. So never miss out those opportunities, and never miss out any advice given from people who have already been here, who has seen the world here, and who is giving you a right piece of advice. Do trust them and take up that, and I'm sure the life will be really great ahead.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your advice. And, always a pleasure for us because there are so many students who apply. We've never advertised in India, and we have so many students trusting us in such an important decision. It's a
Yes,
blessing for us as well to have you guys support us. And what we are today is because of you guys, and you are successful and you make us successful as well. So thank you very
definitely, sir.
much.
Thank
Stay in touch and keep me posted how things
Definitely.
go.
Sure,
Yeah. Thank
definitely, sir. Thanks for your time, sir. Have a